What's up? It's Jen Brown. Welcome back to my channel. Today I've got a thrift flip DIY that I'm really excited about. I've actually been sitting on this one for quite a while and it just hasn't worked out, so I'm excited to finally get into this. So this thrift flip is inspired by this photo that I saw on Dear Hyacinthus. Hyacinthus is the Instagram account Dear Hyacinthus. If you have not seen them on Instagram, their aesthetic is just like magical fairy tale, Victorian, secret garden, everything. So I saw this post and I really loved this idea of just changing up a shirt to make it in this kind of like Victorian, you know, the puffy sleeve style. I've been looking for something kind of like this and I haven't found something perfect on anywhere, so I thought I would make it myself. So this is the shirt that I got. It's obviously very different. Please ignore the new pile of alterations I need to make. But what I really thought was cool about this one, I loved the color. I don't have any nicer like button-up shirts that are this color, but I loved that it had this detailing. I don't know, do you still call that an epaulette if it's just like a button? I love an androgynous look, so I thought it would be really fun to kind of keep this more like military inspired look going on in the shoulders and then do something similar with the collar. I really like the idea of the button up, and then instead of this traditional collar having something that kind of sticks out almost like a mock neck. And then I do not plan to go quite as intense with the cuffs, but I do want to give the sleeves some volume and exaggerate this cuff a little bit. So I'm going to start figuring out how I want to do this. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is seam rip along this line and take this part of the collar out and then close that back up. And I will use this to create some sort of like little extra extension in the mock neck. I don't plan to do a fully ruffled collar like that, but we'll kind of just see. And I might raise this hem and kind of lose some of this fabric to put into the sleeves. And then for the sleeves, I like this length of the cuff, and I will probably keep that and just scoot it up and kind of flare out the sleeves a little bit to make more of that kind of puffy bell sleeve effect. Okay, so I've got the collar separated from the seam here, and I think what I'm going to do next is now seam rip this so that it's in two pieces and I can use that to do like a slight ruffle of the collar and then just re-stitch it into here. Okay, so I've got the collar pinned. I don't dislike it, but as I was doing it, I just think it looks a little odd with, I know I said I wanted like a mix of kind of more masculine and feminine, but this, I think like the ruffle and then the like epaulette button things, it's just, I don't know, I'm just not that into it. So I think I might just leave this. I want to recreate this curve. So I'm gonna just kind of wing it, I think, and then I will, when I hem it, I will make sure everything is all nice and even. So I'm gonna smooth this out a little bit more and then just like meow. So now I'm just going to spend a long time hemming this, and then we will figure out the sleeves. Okay, so I've got the bottom of this all hemmed. So next I'm gonna work on the sleeves. So I think what I'm gonna do is just slice off the cuff with the rotary cutter, and then just kind of like try it on and mess with it. Like I said earlier, I think my plan, I don't really know what my plan is. What I might end up doing is like continuing this slit up a little bit and like inserting some of this extra fabric so that it can have a little bit of volume. But I'm just going to cut off the cuff and kind of just like try it on and play around with it and see how much volume I want to do and where I think I can work that out. Okay, so I have no idea if this is gonna work, but just from doing things like this before, I know that this could easily look really funny. The first shape I made, where did it even go? Like this, that obviously just like won't work, so I don't know why I did that. So we're gonna pin this diamond shape because I'm okay with you being able to tell where the fabric is inserted, because I'm just trying to create like an interesting shaped sleeve, not necessarily a perfectly seamless one. So we're just gonna try this, which I'm already thinking maybe won't work, but I don't know. We're gonna try this and see what happens. Okay, so got some progress with the sleeve that you can't really see at all. So basically I realized very quickly that it just was gonna look stupid if I just did that one part, and I will show you how I did this when I do the other sleeve. But basically I just opened up the entire back and inserted a bigger diamond, which once I kind of like steam all this out, and I especially think once I wash it once, that will kind of relax a little bit, but that's already giving me like, I think that's a great amount of volume. It's not too much. And so my plan I wanted to kind of fan out like that. So when I reattach the cuff, I just have it like pinned on here so I can see. I think I will tighten it a little so that it just sort of like naturally sits here. And my sleeves will just kind of do this. This is the finished new sleeve. The inside of the cuff is a little wonky construction wise. It might still need a little help, but we got the basic idea. So like I said, I opened up the sleeve almost all the way. There's about an inch of space here. And then I made this triangle, which this was out of 2 shorter pieces of fabric, so I'm going to do this again. I And I think it won't be that noticeable if I just do one diamond so that that center seam won't be, or should I just do it so that they'll match? Alright, so that's it for this thrift flip. I'm really happy with how it turned out. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did and you want to see more from me, feel free to subscribe. I post videos 2 to 3 times a month. Thanks so much for watching this one, and I'll see you next time.